Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's Love. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now a 1st carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. He'll push ahead to the 21. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Second down and 8. Let's go. Back to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give, and here comes Harris. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Ready. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. and bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will stay a scoreless game. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
A second down throw for Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his highest.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. We'll go play action with Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Devon Achane, touchdown Packers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This is brought in downfield by Judy. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Harris. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Browns. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He'll get about 2. Grant Delpit up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Love to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On play action, Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
19 target.
On 2nd down, Love. He's going to tuck it and go. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. In this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A handoff to Achane, heading left. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
Ready
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Achan.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's Luck. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. He is in. Touchdown, Packers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Second and goal. Slot man in motion right. One more time, it's Harris. No signal, and we will not get one. He's stopped short, and now it's third and goal.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Powering forward. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point is up and through. And the Browns are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10. Run out of the gun with Achane. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. This one is caught by Reed. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On first down, it's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's second and 2. Here's a handoff to Achane, running left, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. From the gun, on third down, it's Love. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers. They'll try again here, second and 10.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Throwing on second down, Love. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Gotta get this to the 25. Here's third down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Let's go. 72.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Back to throw. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready. Ready.
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, in my house, Mike, my kids call that a dot. I mean, I don't think he could have walked out there and handed it to him any better. And everyone wants to talk about arm talent and how far can you throw it. But in the NFL, if you want to play quarterback, accuracy is the #1 quality a quarterback has to have. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
Love to throw it on first down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
A second down throw for Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. In motion, Reed. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the right side here. Pass is caught. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A run up the middle with Achane. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. On second down, Achane. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. On the ground is Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Davis now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Achane. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 4th down, Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here, leads to a nice game.
On the carry, here's A-Chain. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Love. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers add on to their lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5. They run it over center with Harris. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A good play action with Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, Achane. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Third and 6. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run this one straight ahead with H.N. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to be 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. They punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll give it to Harris again.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. A handoff to Daychan, heading left. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. They'll run with Aitchen. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Check out.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Go.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.